Greetings, this is Sloshworks and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included, the Big Rock Gassy Mountain playthrough. It is, let's have a look at the time, it is 6:26 in the AM, and let's see if we can get through an entire one of these before my children wake up. We should have these things slowly starting to deal with all of this polluted oxygen, which was coming from here, and hopefully if we go to, it's in utilities, I think it is, no, it's in refinement, yes. We're going to chuck compost in there, and we're going to move the compost down so that that's all being dealt with, and I'm just going to chuck an air deodorizer. I can't chuck an air deodorizer right there. There's a seed there, I think. Yes, we need to dig up that mealwood. So if I chuck that on a 9. So we should have... Oh, we almost got it. So we do have some good water in there, but we will deal with that as time progresses. Now, we do have enough food to be going on. The air here is very, very bad, and I think in this episode our priority is going to have to be dealing with that. We need to start getting some gas permeable tiles in. Now, I do like to do it like this. Wait a second. Have I miscalculated here? So if I do 1, I thought I had it. I thought I had it right. Yeah, that's how I want it. Yep, cool. Just to get some of the gas moving around, it helps get the oxygen up, helps drop the carbon dioxide down. It's not super good having entire areas being unable to, as I said, move the gas around. That is going to use a lot of our stuff though, so let's just do 1 there and 1 there. He's having a grand old time up there, that hatch. We got grand old time. So, 7's on you, 7's on you, 7's on you, 7's on you, 5's on you. I do wish that these things change back down to a 5. I don't know if it makes any difference whatsoever, but I think it might. So if I go here and I deconstruct and I deconstruct, and both of them are on, I don't know, 9s. But we put them on a 9 there. Then I kind of feel... Okay, what's happening? Who's stressed? Well, everybody's stressed. Everybody is stressed. This is what's going on. We need this on a 9. Zoop. Alright. Because if we can get this to start going down, otherwise we are going to start having... What are you doing? Are you smashing stuff? Yep, she's breaking things. Yeah, she's smashing stuff. Speedy, don't smash things. We're literally at the point now where things are going to be okay. Stop smashing things. We are at 100%. Hopefully these guys will, if we can build up these batteries a little bit. Having a tantrum. What are you breaking that one for? No one uses that one. So these guys are using those massage tables. Speedy's on 100. See, if Speedy's on 100%, everyone else is on like 56. So Speedy, I mean, yeah, she's had a bad time. Can we put Speedy on here? Yeah, go to the medical cot. I did want to deconstruct this, so let's just do that. Hopefully, once Speedy... Can I put Speedy on here? Can you just... Can you just, like, just definitely go there, Speedy? Is that something that I can do? Can I, like, definitely... We're just gonna deconstruct that, by the way. And we're gonna deconstruct that, too. Yep. Perfect. That's not actually making any oxygen. So... Can I put an 8 on that? Oxygen, I mean, it's mostly polluted oxygen, and that's mostly all of this stuff here. I'd like to deconstruct that and start sweeping up some of this stuff here that seems to be making such a mess. Yeah, we're having a bit. I had stress has dropped down to 62% because of Speedy getting up there. So that's Snorri McRunfast. That's right. I forgot I called somebody Snorri McRunfast. Okay, so we had a lot of people running around doing things on 9s that probably shouldn't have been 9s. We're going to chuck this on an 8 there. I guess we could sweep this up while it's not so bad. If we can get everything out of there before it gets too bad, it's probably actually a good thing. We don't have the raw metal for that yet. We do have a lot of raw metal up here though. So eventually all of that's not going to be an issue whatsoever. So let's just get some more. I mean, it's sandstone. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. And I mean, that's going to be perfectly fine in the future. We can leave that on a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Meow. Meow. And we can do that. That will get our ladders up. And we can just do this. And I guess we can just do that. And that will be fine. Don't need to worry about it. All of this will be sorted out later. We will be fine. I'm still kind of expecting the children to wake up. So do I still need... Yeah, we do have quite a few people on relatively high stress. Gotta get this 9. Not a huge amount of oh, we've got a food shortage. Alright, continuous for that. We have not built any farms yet because I've been getting distracted now. So we've got farm tiles, hydroponic farms, and aquatic farms. So this one that one must be submerged in liquid. You got the normal planter box, you got the farm tile, which can be sown with a seed, can be used as a farm tile, and the hydroponic allows liquid delivery for plant irrigation. So this one can grow the best. So if we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, because we do not have enough to make that because we don't have any metal. I'm gonna chuck use on an 8 and use on an 8 there. So I mean that pump seems to be working fine. We're making food again. Which building is broken? No. I said which building is broken. Oh, that one's broken. I guess we're just not getting around to the auto repair because we've got so many other things that we're doing at the moment. Okay, you need this. I thought that had been done. Okay, so let's just make another couple of these because this is ridiculous. And they should all be on 9s. Because that I thought this one had actually already been done. Okay, so they're picking up all that stuff, which is legitimately necessary. Because it is producing all of this polluted oxygen, and that's what we want to get rid of. But this one needs to really need to be building this. What are you doing down there? Oh, look, cancel. Just cancel. I don't want to do it anymore. Stop it. I'm done. I'm done. I'm absolutely done with that. That's fine. You guys need to deal with all of... You got a lot of problems. Oh man, I didn't even get time to refill my coffee. Man, we got a lot of problems. Got a lot of problems going on right now. Mostly because of the order in which I've chosen to do things. As opposed to playing it smart, which I definitely didn't do. So if I put that there, let's chuck that on a 7. So what we really do want is we want them on the other side. So we want to be able to have a lavatory. Oh, look, let's cancel the build of that one because we need to have some other stuff going on over there. We're down to 81% stress, which is good. I mean, it is good. How's our decor doing? Yeah, we don't need to worry about that so much. This is almost all done. Okie dokie. So that's kind of excellent. We do have a lot of water to go, and then that's going to be where our clean water does go. So yeah, that's cool. Our food shortage is still... We need somebody to be doing... What are the priorities that people are doing instead? Like, what are they doing instead? Okay, now let's see. Let's try this again. Copy settings. Bam. Oh, that is amazing. So, what are you guys doing that is so important? You are both on 8s. I've noticed our research is really lagging. Is that because everybody's hungry or because everybody's stressed and just nobody's getting up there? Speedy Gonzalez is the most stressed. Is that Speedy? Now, why is she so stressed? Because she's got trench stench. I mean, that's gonna cause anybody to be a little bit stressed getting trench stench. Whoa, screen closed for no reason there. Don't understand why it's doing that. Done that to me, overload damage. Alright, so we're getting damage done to those, but that isn't super important because we knew that was going to be happening eventually. This needs to be... You really need to be making this. This is super important. Make food. Make food. Come on. You have to make food. Like, somebody make food. I know that's breaking. But we've got plenty of dirt. We've got plenty of water. Can we just get... that is on a 9 as well, so that's good. Just get one of those built so we can start growing stuff. Because... What are you guys doing instead? I guess you're trying to get your stress down. You're running power. You're repairing things. I mean, you do have a lot to do. You do. I'll admit that there is a lot to do. This circuit being overloaded is probably the biggest problem. And that's just because the oxygen's running again. Chuck that on a 7. That one a 7. And, construction pending. Look, I think we're going to be okay. Because it's 84%, then 48. It's just Speedy we've got to fix. And that's... I mean, she's unhappy for many reasons. Many reasons. What does she expect for a decor? She expects 50. So that's gonna be one of the things is they need to be sleeping somewhere where they feel safe and happy. And we do need to sweep that up. And get that on a 7. That on a 7. Okay, so they're all good. They'll drop some stuff off there. Now, we can pick some mealwood. And check that on 9. And you can copy settings like this. You know, and that should mean that they're all on... Oh, because they're construction pending. I don't think it'll actually work. That's interesting. So this needs... So we're going to get 3 harvests out of it. We've got a lot of information here now. The air pressure is 150 grams minimum, so we cannot irrigate it because of the type of farm it is, but that does use compost, I think. And the rating goes up over time. Okay, so it goes up plus... If maximum is plus 0.5 points per cycle. How can I tell what it's on though? Like, if I go to the farm tile, is it on the farm tile? No, because they're both here. Where's the rating? I can't tell what the rating is. I can't tell what the actual... I can't tell where the actual thing is. Maybe that's because the plant isn't grown yet. It's growing 3%. Yeah, I really can't tell. So, ooh, what do you guys... I was completely distracted by that. I was looking down there, and I didn't realize I wasn't paying any attention to any of this stuff. So, all of those are supposed to be on 7. At least we're getting some food again. We're dealing with a lot of the polluted air, which is good, because all of that was my own fault. Like, it was my own fault that any of that happened. I'd really like to get these done. They don't take a huge amount of time to do. But it would be good to get the gas going around again. And we're just going 9 on you. How is our oxygen? See, the oxygen would flow up a lot easier if we had these done. But it's all about making food now, I guess. Look, let's just get rid of that. It'll only take someone 2 seconds. Yeah, 2 seconds to run over and get that done. It's all about getting the stress down. Everybody is stressed. Everybody's having a bad time. So now can I copy the settings to this one? Okay. Can I tell what its rating is at? I can't tell where it is. It's just standard, good, and excellent. Yeah, I can't tell. So if I go here and I go copy settings and do that. Yeah, cool. It's been so long, and it's been one of the main things. Are you getting woken up by this guy? Is that what's happening to you? No, because it's not going over. So, okay, what just happened then? Did someone throw up or something? I swear something just happened then. Oh, come on. Look, we got it. We got to get rid of all of this horrible air. That one's working. If we can do this, are we out of algae? No, we got algae. And we'll copy settings. And can I tell what it is now? No. It's ideal temperature. It's growing. Okay, here it is. Harvest rating 8.4, predicted good yield. So that seems to be kind of working so far. Don't ever really want to go in there again, but we're going to have to at some point to build the biodistiller, because we will eventually run out of algae. Although we've got all this stuff here to harvest. There's a lot of algae there. Look, there's a lot of stuff that we could have done better here, guys. There's a lot. We could really have... Where is all of this polluted oxygen coming from? Where is it all coming from? There's something putting all of this stuff out there. Where is it? Where's it all coming from? Okay, so we've got fertilizer going in there. They're all going to grow. We're actually going to have food again. We've got you making food continuously. I know we've got a food shortage, but it's also not as bad as it sounds. We do need to start researching more, but we don't have the power. So I guess if we sit back and think about, so these are dropping clay. It's emitting oxygen. No, the clay. What does the clay do? I think it just sits there. I don't think the clay produces... Look, this is nuts. Can you just... Come on, 80%, 70%. This is what it's all coming down to, is this little thing here. So if we... See, but we don't have any... We don't have any metal. So... If we just do this, if we just do that, our people will run up and we'll get some metal. Because we don't actually have any metal at the moment, and that's really limiting what we can do. I think that could be why these aren't getting built as well. Yeah, because they're waiting for copper? Do we not have any copper ore at all? We don't. That's why nothing is happening. Literally nothing is happening because we have not... Yeah, alright, look. This is ridiculous, but that'll make a bit of a difference, since I did not realize that's why we had run into kind of a wall. It wasn't saying that things weren't available, it was just not working. So this will mean that people should head up there. None of them are full yet. I still can't work out where all the polluted oxygen is coming from. But I wonder what's rotting. Maybe it's the food that's rotting that's producing so much polluted oxygen. That's possible as well. Predicted good yield. Predicted, so that looks like that's doing okay. We've got this coming down here. I guess there is a lot of stuff still. No, I think we're going to be okay, as long as you guys actually, you know, start. Who's got trench stench? Snorri. Come on, stop it with the trench stench. And, I mean, our research is lagging. We've got 67% Snorri, 63% Speedy. I mean, just the fact that you guys... Do you have injuries? So you're Snorri. So that's always going to be... Yeah, so go down there. Yeah, so that's going to help you a lot. I wonder if that gets rid of trench stench as well. It's possible. It's just it just puts up health. But that's fine. I mean, we're getting some metal now. Like, we're finally getting some metal. We're finally catching up on where we're supposed to be. Wow. We've got 15,000 food, so we can stop that for now. Just have to keep a bit of an eye on it. See how all of them popped up in the air and jumped in? That literally has been what has been holding us back for a significant amount of time. So we'll just do that. We'll get all of them on a 6. I would like them to be like a little bit of a higher priority, but this is going to be the most. Didn't I put them on an 8? And yeah, you guys need to. Oh, you know what? I'm crazy. I should have had these done the entire time, because that's where people are spending most of their time. I'm crazy. I'm forgetting all of the, because I'm not playing this as much as I was. I'm forgetting all of these really simple solutions to problems. I mean, we've got plenty of oxygen, really. I know it doesn't really seem like it, but we do have kind of plenty. So that's not what our concern is at the moment. Our concern is getting this stress down. Our food's okay. The stress is going down a bit. This is not... We're going to have to get rid of basically the entire of this little system. This was initially... I initially just wanted this just to do the research, but I might move the food production up here with just its own little loop, so we don't have to worry about anything ever overloading again. But getting the metal, the raw metal, has been what the problem is. So how is this going? People are digging that. That's good. Now, if we do this, because we do have only one artist, so that's okay. We know that we're only really like overcommitting one person. So we chuck them down to 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. 7 seems like a... I mean, look, that one I don't think needs to be as important, because it's only just running off that one battery. So yeah, so build that. Good idea, guys. Absolutely brilliant idea. We've got the one artist who's going to run around, pick up all of that slack bit by bit. Come on. And because we don't have anybody researching at all. That should help fix the decor there. Sketchy. What are you doing, Sketchy? Food's on 12,454. Yeah, what is Sketchy doing? It is good to have all of this copper ore now, and have all of this stuff that can be delivered and done. Let's just cancel the sweep orders from there, and from there, and from there, but keep doing the ones that are right next to delivered dirt. What do you deliver dirt to your bed for? Oh, you're picking up dirt. That's okay. Perfect, Sketchy. Sketchy's finally going around to it. Oh, awesome. Do you still need to be here? No, off you go. We have got our stress down to 50. Snorri is one of the people who have the highest. I'm gonna just take this up to 50. But what's this one on? 0? Let's have it, and you know, they leave when they're on 0. I mean, that will completely get rid of all of the stress, and this should make a huge difference as well, because all of the people who've been sleeping here have been getting angrier and angrier, even though really at the end of the day you don't have that bad a life. I mean, I know you're eating dirt, but it could be way worse. You could have to be eating dirt and polluted water, not just dirt and water. Wow, I think we've caught up, guys, because we were in a really bad spot for a while. But this giant, what's that? Still can't see any natural gas anywhere. Still can't see any of that. I mean, we've got this geyser here, which is good. So we'll have unlimited water once we can actually deal with the temperature of that. But still not seeing any natural gas really floating around. There's nothing like shining out. So what are we doing here, guys? What are we focusing on? You guys are still doing that. You guys are both running over there. I'm gonna turn you down to a 5 because really you guys need to start building some of these tiles. And if you don't, we're all gonna start suffocating. These tiles that I like are really important. So what's happening here? Stifled, low air pressure. Why is that? Why do we have low air pressure? Because people aren't pumping, or because I don't know. I wonder why the air pressure has dropped. Oh, we're at 28 minutes. What is the time? Probably it's 6:55. It's almost time to make people their breakfasts and their lunches. So we've still got plenty of storage capacity over here, so we don't necessarily need to worry about that. Somebody's actually doing some research. Wow, and we're still we haven't got either of them, so we don't have performance combustion yet. We could build, like, we could dig this out here. I mean, we could just dig this out here. Like this. Oh, I don't know. I want them to build these things first, though. They're awaiting delivery on the copper. I mean, it's just sitting up there. Can you guys... Alright. This is it. 7. 5. You guys are all getting dropped to 6. 6 for all of you. Yep, that seems pretty reasonable. I mean, compost, I'm probably gonna have you on a 6. And maybe, oh look, we're starting to build some tiles now, thank God. I mean, they're really, really important. At least with the way that I play, they are. Really, really important. So that's starting to happen. The polluted air's basically completely gone, which is phenomenal, because that was a huge problem that we had. We're going to grab the med bay because I haven't found the other stuff yet, and we're not using an electro distiller. We're not using an electrolyzer just yet, and that's basically where all of my hydrogen seems to come from and flow upwards. So as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been a very, very random episode of Oxygen Not Included, the Big Rock Gassy Mountain playthrough, but we have managed to get our stress down to a manageable level. We are managing to deal with our food. We are growing our own food. It is in low air pressure, but I will be dealing with that in the very near future. And we seem to be not as screwed as we were decor-wise, because that was affecting everybody's ability to function completely, and this is just going to make everything so much easier. In the next episode, we're going to get a lot of work done. I can tell already. I'll see you guys next time when we can actually not just be dying, and it's going to be really fun. I'll see you then.